October 1942. The sun breaks over the vast, silent expanse of the North African desert. For months, this sea of sand has been a brutal stage for a relentless struggle between Axis and Allied forces. The air is still, but it's a deceptive calm, the kind that comes just before the storm. A final, decisive clash is brewing, a battle that will forever be known as El Alamein. At the heart of the Axis advance is Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, the legendary Desert Fox. His tactical genius has been undeniable, his panzer divisions sweeping across the continent with terrifying speed and precision. The German Afrika Korps, a force honed by desert warfare, now stands just 70 miles from Alexandria. The fate of Egypt hangs in the balance. If Rommel breaks through, the Suez Canal, Britain's vital lifeline to its empire, will fall. For the Allies, the situation is critical. But standing against the storm is a new commander, General Bernard Montgomery. Where Rommel is audacious, Montgomery is methodical. Disciplined, calm, and utterly relentless, he exudes a quiet confidence that inspires his men. He understands the stakes perfectly. Defeat is simply not an option. Under his command, the British Eighth Army has been transformed. It's been reinforced, rearmed, and reinvigorated. Hidden behind the lines, a massive force has been assembled in secret. Over 1,000 tanks, hundreds of artillery pieces, and nearly 200,000 soldiers wait in the moonless dark, their purpose singular and clear. On the night of October 23rd, the silence is shattered. The desert erupts in a cataclysm of fire and sound as 1,000 Allied guns open up in a coordinated barrage, lighting up the horizon like a false dawn. Under the cover of this deafening orchestra of destruction, the infantry begins its advance. They move into the lethal minefields the soldiers grimly call the Devil's Gardens. Every step is a gamble. Every explosion shakes the very ground beneath their feet, but their resolve is unbreakable. They push forward, yard by painful yard, through the chaos and the darkness, clearing a path for the armor that will follow. For days, the battle rages with unimaginable ferocity. It's a brutal, grinding fight of attrition. By November 2nd, the tide begins to turn. Rommel's forces, stretched to their breaking point, are now trapped. Their fuel supplies are critically low, ammunition is dwindling, and they are hopelessly outnumbered. The Desert Fox has been outmaneuvered. Seizing the moment, Montgomery unleashes his tanks. They smash through the weakened German lines, punching a hole in the Axis defenses and pouring into the open desert behind them. The once unstoppable Afrika Korps is broken. For the first time in the North African campaign, they are in full, chaotic retreat. The Battle of El Alamein was more than just a victory. It was a profound turning point. As Winston Churchill would later famously declare, "Before Alamein, we never had a victory. After Alamein, we never had a defeat." The momentum of the war had shifted. The victory here proved that the Axis powers were not invincible and gave a massive morale boost to the Allied cause across the globe. The winds of the desert had changed direction, and with them, the very course of the Second World War. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this piece of history as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from our past. See you in the next one.